On a day in July 1947, John Smith and his team were stationed at an Air Force base in Roswell, New Mexico. Their mission was to monitor aerial activities and ensure the safety of U.S. airspace. That night, a blinding light suddenly appeared in the sky, followed by a loud explosion that shattered the tranquility of the evening. Smith and his team were immediately ordered to the scene. Upon arrival, they found scattered metal debris emitting a strange glow. The texture of these fragments was unlike any material they had seen before. Even more shocking, they discovered the remains of some bizarre creatures that were clearly not from any known species on Earth. In the following days, the base was locked down, and all witnesses were closely monitored. Smith and his team were ordered to transport all discovered items and remains back to the base and sign confidentiality agreements prohibiting them from disclosing any information to the outside world. Weeks later, Smith and his team were summoned to a secret meeting room, presided over by a high-ranking officer. The officer informed them that the incident, known as the Roswell Incident, was a crash of an extraterrestrial spacecraft. To avoid public panic, the government decided to cover up the event and enforce strict confidentiality on all involved personnel. As time passed, Smith gradually realized that the incident was not merely a simple crash of an alien spacecraft. Through the study of the wreckage, scientists discovered many technologies that surpassed the technological level of humanity at the time, including anti-gravity devices and ultra-efficient energy sources. These discoveries prompted the government to initiate a series of secret research projects, aiming to apply these alien technologies to military and civilian fields. However, as the research progressed, Smith and his team began to encounter a series of eerie events. Laboratory equipment inexplicably malfunctioned. Researchers frequently exhibited symptoms of mental disorders, and several scientists mysteriously disappeared during experiments. Smith suspected that these alien technologies might harbor some unknown dangerous forces. During a late-night experiment, Smith witnessed something incredible. A researcher operating the anti-gravity device was suddenly sucked into the device by a powerful force, disappearing without a trace. The entire laboratory descended into panic, and all research work was forced to halt. Years later, Smith had retired, but the memory of the Roswell incident remained deeply etched in his mind. He decided to break his silence and reveal everything he knew to the public. He found a brave journalist and recounted the events of that night and the subsequent secret research in detail. Although his story garnered widespread attention, the authorities continued to deny the authenticity of the Roswell incident. Smith understood that the truth might never be fully revealed, but he hoped that by sharing his account, more people would realize that scientific exploration is not just for progress. It sometimes requires caution and reverence.